And we are back for the second game of the night. And we find ourselves. I know this might sound a little bit like deja vu, but this time it's FSU. We'll be going up against TNG. Once again, my name's Steve. And joining me is Graham, otherwise known as KitsuneAre better.
Because they are.
So, yeah, we're getting ourselves, obviously, as the loading screen finally times itself out. Players are joining in, and we're going to drop into the draft.
5 seconds.
Yeah. No bans or picks just yet. Everyone's still reconnecting.
Dyer's turn to ban.
It's not my fault, they have bad computers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this time to enjoy my sausage roll.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Mine was one step above. I had crumpets with some nice fresh whipped cream on.
You can say it's one step above, but I know you missed the gas station sausage rolls.
Nothing quite like heartburn in a box.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remain.
In Europe, gas station roulette is you keep driving until you run out of fuel. In South Africa, gas station roulette is trying to find the least dodgy pie. So, Hoodwink and Witch Doctor band, Native Prophet band, all
10
fairly
seconds remain.
standard bans coming out from both teams.
It is Radiant's ban.
Native Prophet, just an XP rune addict. You turn away for a second and it's gone.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Following up on the last game,
Seconds remain. It is
if I'm not
Radiant's ban.
mistaken, I've had a look at the history quickly, and between FSU and FU, FSU were able to
10
they were able
seconds
to
remain.
beat out FU in their previous games. So
5 seconds.
obviously that doesn't say anything necessarily for the future. You know, rock paper scissors situations and all it's that. And ultimately it's about
Yeah.
the game of the day. So
TNG might even be a bit stronger in this game because they might be angry about the way they lost the first one. So, come out
yeah,
swinging.
that is a bit of a double-edged sword, unfortunately. It's all about the mental state coming out of it, especially when you're playing up against what is effectively a first and second team for the same organization, one after another.
But this time they get to pick bench first.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant must choose.
Crystal
Oh!
Maiden.
CM.
It is Dyer's ban.
Well,
Okay, bench.
by the way, Ioban.
What was that? I wasn't listening. I saw Avenge got picked and I started to play a game on my phone. IO getting banned is interesting.
10 seconds.
Maybe someone on TNG is known for the IO?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Dyer's
You
turn to ban.
haven't quite enough been around the scene for long enough, as TNG decide that screw that, we're not playing up against Mrs. Thunder Thighs anymore. Those glutes and quads are a little bit too much to handle.
Perfectly acceptable position.
Yeah.
Completely understandable. So, being on the opposite end of the support matchup, I can tell you for free that CM is very sad to see
10
Ben to get
seconds
picked because
remain.
when CM gets swapped, it's
5
yeah.
seconds.
not much you can
I'm
do.
divining out of the ether, by the way, that apparently, I mean, not apparently, that the universe is explaining to me that Dahano on the new guard apparently plays a lot of IO.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm good like that though. It's because I follow astrology a lot. It was
What
in
did you-
it was in my thing for the week. Is that Dahano is good at IO?
oh, I thought you read the team's chakras.
Oh no
I have more to learn. I have more to learn.
Dyer's turn to pick.
So
Ooh, Tusk getting picked up.
let me tell you, as the CM, you're even more sad to see that.
Okay. I want everybody in chat right now to guess how many times CM's gonna get one hit walrus punch.
10 seconds
Go.
remain. Dyer must choose.
I'm gonna say at least 3. Rubik.
Rubik. It's always a fun game when a Rubik gets picked up.
Radiant's turn to
Yeah, I really like watching Rubik with a Juggernaut.
Followed up by Juggernaut. Interesting. Crystal Maiden Juggernaut. That's a new pick. I've never seen that combination before.
What geniuses. Come up with a completely new lane combination.
Whatever will
No,
they
but
think of
10
next?
seconds.
Yeah, more seriously though, the biggest problem I
5
foresee
seconds remain.
is if this Tusk is a 4 position with against the Juggernaut. If you need to run away from people, you just spin and then bounce off the ice walls and feel sad as the enemy team kills you.
Yes. Also spin, and then he just does his own spin except vertically. Snowball up and absolutely nothing.
The off lane will be the target then in that lane, which if you're planning to kill the off lane hero, I mean, I like your ambition, but in the current patch,
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, the Crystal Maiden Juggernaut. Oh boy.
I like
So
your
remember
ambition,
what-
but in the current patch,
Remember what you were saying about playing Crystal Maiden in this game and not enjoying it?
10
So-
seconds.
Aura's Punch, despite being a spell
5
and the ultimate
seconds.
ability of Tusker, is affected by armor.
Oh yes.
Let's count the
Dire's
armor reductions. 1, 2, 3.
One. And then Lena, you know she's gonna have to buy a Desolator now.
Yeah. There's your 4th one.
What carry has minus armor?
Naga.
10 seconds remain.
Oh yeah, okay. That'd be fun. Let's have another Naga
5
game.
seconds remain.
Yeah, SF. If you play him past 1.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a while since I've seen one, but I don't know.
First time.
Or you play
Reserve
Lena
time.
carry and
Yeah.
Shadowfiend mid. That's also possible.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I gotta say, the
Lena
new guard
is
have been
kind of
picking
busted
very
now.
quickly. Then this is the first time they've dug into their reserve time.
Yeah. Obviously, weren't expecting the Lena pick.
Nah. I mean, if you're not expecting a Lena pick at the moment, you are definitely living under a rock.
Yeah. I've got to say, the way the picks are lining up right now is meta for at least the previous patch versus. Well, I wouldn't say non-meta heroes, but definitely rare. So we'll see how much the patch has shaken the meta up.
Yeah. I mean, I've been a Juggernaut fan for forever, but I have shied away from him recently in games. I think is a safe way to put it. I seem to be cursed with him to forever be 50-50 win rate.
Yeah, if they stop messing with how exactly his Q worked, you'd probably pick up a lot more use. But
Yeah.
now, no one knows how that worked. You have to like throw the bones and divine Gamer's intentions from the Sky God before you can press Q and know if you're going to kill someone.
Dire's turn to battle.
What is your attack speed? Okay, cool. Multiply that by pi divided by the square root of 73.
Alright, Queen of Pain versus Lena.
I've got to say, this is probably the most cliche
10
mid matchup
seconds.
in terms of like the history of Dota. Obviously, it's probably been a little while since we've seen it, but as far as like good old school Dota, this is probably as cliche of a mid matchup as you can find.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this is an old school matchup. Doom getting banned out, Slark getting banned out. Talking about the mid matchup, though, this stretches back long into Dota history between the two different mids. Skill-based matchup. Except nowadays, Lena wins.
Yes, because
Dire's
Dragon Slave
turn to pick.
Yes.
makes me sad.
So, Tide, Drow getting banned out.
By the way, Enigma's
TNG
still in the
bans
pool.
out the Drow. Yeah, Enigma is still.
Come on, FSU. Send Slardar mid, Lena carry, and Enigma offlane.
10 seconds.
Or I'm going to tell Obut to have you guys kicked out of the league.
5
And he's going to ignore you.
He will ignore
Um,
me, but that's fine. I'll have put my complaint in. It'll make me feel better about it.
Now we're looking for an offlaner from TNG. Their pickings are slim.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that, credited. Because the next part of that line might get me in trouble with Twitch.
Radiant's turn to pick. Mars.
Oh,
Beautiful. Mars
Remember
was
that a true
insta-banned
competitor
last
honors
game.
applause.
yeah. I'm
as
trying to
we're
think of what
apparently
his
paused.
arena.
10 seconds.
I
I'm
think
trying to
someone
think of
PC.
what his arena blocks
5 seconds.
on FSU.
Right clicks from Lena. That's
Yeah,
about it.
and zoning.
It looks like they don't want a like big old right clicker positional carry because oh well they're not getting a traditional positional right clicker hero.
On the battlefield.
What they do is they get to run around and in vain chase someone who's currently smacking their towers all the time.
Yeah. Can I just say, by the way, have you ever played Mars against an anti-mage?
I have played anti-mage against Mars.
Did you realize how miserable an experience that was for the Mars?
Yes. Hey Mars, I noticed you have a small mana pool. That's a shame.
If you screw up and let anti-mage get one more hit than he's supposed to on you, you suddenly don't have mana to spear him. It's... ugh.
Yeah. What I will say is the new god. We're playing up against a carry who's well known for farming very, very quickly and rats you anytime you don't pay attention to your lanes. And in return for their hard efforts, they get to play up against a carry who farms very quickly and will rat you if you don't pay attention to your lanes. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
Yes, the +1 position of Dota is the +1 position. I mean, even Void does that, to be fair, late game.
That's, no, not the same though. I won't let you have that one. By the way, Crystal Maiden dyed her hair black for a change. Alright,
Tired
so
of all
quickly
the
before we
dumb
drop
one jokes
in,
from Lena.
who are we looking at? Who do you think's going to win this? This one feels a lot less one-sided as far as draft.
I'm going to disagree with you on that. I think the lanes are very much in favor of the FSU draft.
Is it cold in here?
I
Or is it
give-
just me?
Positioning in the off lane is going to be key. This Slardar Tusk combo, which we assume is going to be your off lane.
Yeah, and then Venge, Anti-Mage. To be fair, Mars Rubik is... I mean, the Venge is kind of screwed against that combo.
Yeah.
But you don't really care about the Venge.
Venge who? Havelock will remember this. Alright, well, I might as well use this pause break quickly to read everybody out before they inevitably run headlong into one another down mid lane and we get a double
I've got
rampage.
goosebumps.
So, we have ourselves starting off Mr. Deadly. He will be playing our Lena today. Red. He will be playing the anti-mage in the safe lane. I don't know what sort of bullfuckery is going on, but it shows him as female Venge on the top, but he has a mullet in game, so you know, hey ho. Mr. E.T. He will be playing the Tuskar, our favorite
That
teabag
wasn't
eater.
too bright. One of
Next
those
was
fire.
Was Tato is what I will try and call him from now on. He will be playing Slardar today. And Mr. Havelock, whom from now on will be Thorgrim because he will remember what you did and it's going in the book.
Indeed.
On the opposite side we have Dahano. He is playing Crystal Maiden. Outlier
Thanks.
will be playing our Rubik today. Definitely a fun character to watch out for. Mr. Porra will be playing Mars. Dr. OG is playing a real hero. And last but not least is Faka Damage on the Juggernaut. So, Quap, one of my favorite heroes though, as far as mid matchups go. And what I can tell you is in the whole 2 times that I have played against Lena mid, is that I would rather garrot myself with a used condom than play against Lena mid as Quap.
It is so bleak currently. It is one of the bleakest mid matchups I've ever
Because
seen.
you know that
This
realistically speaking, you have the tools to beat her, but it just never quite seems to work out that way.
And you don't know why.
It's just not quite enough.
30 seconds to battle.
Looking at this team lineup, I did figure something out. The Rubik on TNG side is looking at the enemy hero's spells and feeling rather cucked.
Yes. So, feeling slightly hard done by. The only thing that he's going to feel good stealing is Anti-Mage Blink, and that's more because of a meme than anything else.
Radiant
Like
versus
Lena
You gotta
has
play,
some
be
good
careful
spells.
here. Outlier, you sir are in a bad position. As second stun follows up, and with a little bit more damage, the snowball will come out, picks up the Venge. They're gonna walk forward with a couple more right clicks. It goes down to Deadly. He gets him top of first blood, and like that, Dr. OG feels just so much happier.
Oh dear.
Pause coming out. I think it's yeah. Oh, he got himself a nice 300 ping bug. Very fun.
Yeah, for those who don't know what that is, if you disconnect from a Dota game and reconnect, then for like 5 minutes after you reconnect, you're just going to be stuck at 300 ping for no good reason.
I have no idea how that happens in netcode.
Yeah.
It just like reroutes you via China for some reason. So,
Now, I would like... I
there's a
would
fair
like to
pause
point
though,
out-
because I think you have to basically close Steam completely.
Yeah. I would like to point out that with that first blood, TNG has a massive advantage. Look at the items. Their supports have 2 more blood grenades than FSU's.
You know what? Mars is my man of the match. Done. Mars is my man of the match. It is finished. Tell Slardar to stop the thick goth girlfriend ASMR edge session. Yes, you are my man of the match. Congratulations. I don't care what anyone else does. In fact, I'm locking onto you, and this is your laugh now. Sorry guys if you're expecting a stream, but actually I'm lying. In top lane was Tato getting chased down by the combo that we've not seen before ever. It's really good when you think about it.
Tri-lane bot, the snowball's coming in. Rubik is very, very sad. And, well, if Radiant didn't block each other.
Oh boy, I left my red nose at home.
Indeed.
I am at home.
It seems like Radiant is definitely not of English descent because they couldn't queue properly in that snowball. Binge. Trading damage.
Yeah. This Slardar. Bud. I'm sorry. That's all I have to say about that. Okay.
He's getting XP, he's happy.
Mr. Teabag Eater has joined in top lane though, so from now he'll at least have someone else to soak up the damage
to
for
the
him.
middle tower.
But Farco should be quite happy with his start so far. As in mid lane, the rolling hateful situation that is Quap versus Lena is going about as expected. Although not too bad for Dr. OG just yet. I was gotta tell you, there's a Venge getting slapped around by the Rubik. A very traditionally bad hero to have to trade against because of the Fade Bolt.
Yeah, reducing your attack damage. I remember where that used to buff his good god. Moving on to the mid matchup. I have been the Lena in this situation, and oh, Venge.
Yeah, and there's those right clicks that we were talking about. A bit more slow being planned out with the one. He's going to be able to bring himself back up a little bit more now. Does he have the stun? No, he won't. It looks like he's going to back up. And with that, they throw the anti-mage back around a little bit better. With the blink, he's going to blink forward. And with the... No, he goes down. Mango used in vain to try and... I don't know what his thought was there, because if he used the Mango, it meant that there was more physical damage to be done. So for those of you that don't know, anti-mage... the extra damage you get from mana burn only counts if you have mana to be burnt. So I think if he hadn't ate that mango, the last right click might not have actually killed him.
He was dead either way, and it was maybe he could turn around and shield bash if he was facing the correct direction, but with turn speed, I think he was dead no matter what. So it was,
Yeah, but so in the end, it was just a waste of a man going there. Oh, wow, that's a nice little combo. Clean up a bit of a return kill.
yeah.
And that is the last time Mars will cast an ability in this lane.
Unless he dies and comes back at all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the play.
Oh,
I see. As a mid lane, we have ourselves a bit of a situation, followed up by top lane as well. But Tuskar, yeah, he's got a fair amount of save on him at least. So, yeah, as we were saying, he manages to even this lane out a little bit. There's a couple free hits going out. These two, however, are not going to have a good time. That's pretty much accepted. With a couple more right clicks, Slaughter, he's going to try and bash up, gets himself an extra hit, and will slow down the Juggernaut for a little bit further. They do have to be very careful in this lane, though. It feels like they're on a bit of a laugh edge no matter what. And there goes the Pulse with one more right click. Oh, he healing salves. Solves up the 10 damage he needed, and now it looks like Tusk has found himself in a bit of a bad situation. A couple more right clicks from the tower. And no, with the wand manages to save himself. This lane is very close. Everyone running around on basically 10 health.
Rubik has gone mid to try and help the Quap.
Yeah. I mean, Deadly's in a bit of a bad position here. He needs to be very careful. One zap should be enough to do it, as there's a fairly low amount of health currently on Lena. He used his wand there to get the mana to get one last wave. But even with him being zoned for the last minute, he is still 10 last hits okay to Quap.
Always feels good.
So, how's our favorite anti-fun doing? Last hits are about even at the moment, as it looks like they're moving forward on the Mars. Mars immediately throws away absolutely everything he has because he knows he's not going to have mana for long. With a few more right clicks though, with Rubik there, they're not going to quite get the damage. And he gets away.
Counter spell saving Anti-Mage's life.
Yep.
Up to 7 health.
Oh,
Slaughter's coming in with the
coming out on both
snowball.
sides.
Oh, the one bait
The one
from
throw
the
going
CM.
through, and now the spin's going to be able to probably finish off Tusk. He runs the other way to take the attention away and let Slaughter get out of that situation.
Oh, Laguna Blade is up on mid.
Yeah, he's currently
That's
diving
Bob,
past
no.
the tower. One more right click, and it should just... Oh! Oh no! And he manages to live through it, but on the sideline, however, Anti-Mage... This is not what you want to see.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2.
It's around
he
about
is a
now where you would
level-
start hearing Screaming Russian and GG being topped.
By the Juggernaut, because he is a full level above.
Triple fire.
And top lane Juggernaut once again. Nice little visual bug of a situation of when he gets stunned while spinning. Goes running, it's completely normal. And but Venge manages to come around, and they should be able to get themselves a return kill with the snowball, and Arstrad's that will be able to slow him down. Tag team adding a fair amount of damage there. They need to be careful. When this Tusk and Venge are standing together, there's a lot of right click damage to be done.
Yeah, with the 4 armor reduction coming in from the wave carrier.
And then mid lane, Deadly is going to get himself thrown back into the middle of the tender hands of the Rubik, but with the Scream of Pain and a bit of extra damage, we'll be able to survive. And on the backline, that beautiful combo that I was talking about, get themselves another kill as the support's managing to turn what could have been a really bad situation in this off lane into something a bit more salvageable.
Yeah, that was a snowball with the Slardar coming in on the CM, who, you know, doesn't really have anything to do about that.
She's a ranged creep with abilities.
Yes. Very good abilities, but still.
Yes. Yeah.
If you're not the...
They need to be a bit careful now. As Juggernaut, he's going to turn himself around. He wants to try and get back in and get a bit more kill going in his lane. His farm's been pretty good, though. Not quite as good as the ridiculous man on 48 last hits in 7 minutes in mid, but hey-ho.
Yeah, you kind of just... The thing is, sometimes this lane goes where you're like, oh, I managed to even it out, and you watch the replay, you're like, good god.
This doesn't feel so bad. I am doing fairly well in lane. Looks at the last hits. Oh. As in top lane, the combo that I've never seen before, once again going to work, managing to do a fair amount of damage to Tuskar. Not quite in the chance of getting a kill, as in mid lane, Dr. OG finds himself in a bad position all across the map. TNG starting to get a little bit low, as in bottom lane he throws out his ult, but he will be brought down by Anti-Mage in the end. Now Anti-Mage is going to try and charge down. That's a dominating streak for Anti-Mage. His last hits aren't quite on par with the Juggernaut, but if we look at the net worth, you probably find, oh no, they're dead even. Still.
Watching the Mars throw out his ult and not get anything for it, and the Anti-Mage turns around and is like, thanks for the extra 100 damage, nerd. Man avoid.
Nothing personal, son. Kablam. As in top lane, we're going to be able to trace down this Juggernaut. In mid lane, they managed to kill the Pop. I assume that was a Laguna Blade. They're going to delve in. Now with the Crystal Maiden ult, they're going to slow down things, and with the Healing Ward, he will not be brought down in the end. It was a little bit of an overcommitment. It looked like they might be able to get him for a second there, but with the Healing Ward and the follow-up by the Crystal Maiden, there was no chance.
Yeah, good positioning from the CM, because they couldn't stun both Juggernaut and her, so they have to pick one. So.
Yeah. Oh, Omni Slash! No, Slaughter! Why'd you walk back? That was a blink and you miss it moment, but he actually bounced to the range group, and Slaughter walked back.
Oh, no. So Lena has taken Quap's tower, and is
10 minutes.
almost double the last hits of Lena.
Of Quap.
So if you're looking of Quap,
It's a
sorry, yeah.
1,500 net worth leader.
Her smile and optimism gone.
And
She is
in
gonna
top
make
lane,
something-
this combo is now actually starting to kick up a bit. Hey, the
Oh!
Slaughter Tusk has Quap
that was-
makes insides outsides.
Yes,
Fighting all
that
over the map.
was, a Mars ult into a spear shield smash combo, and then Quap just showed up and did the final bit of damage, and Anti-Mage
Blink
just
and
exploded.
This is ridiculous, guys. Could you calm down? Holy heck, as Venge goes top. He manages to
Gets
connect
a
themselves
kill.
another free kill on the Crystal Maiden.
With Corrosive Haze.
Oh no, here we go. Corrosive Haze. Now he's going to try and commit forward a bit. Spins up, goes forward, but he needs to be very careful. There will be able to be a snowball. He's going to connect up his two teammates.
Rubik is
They're going to be able to
coming
go
in,
in.
but
There's a
it's too
stun,
late.
and now there's 3 TPs coming in. They need to get this one very quickly. Lena's there. We'll be able to bring it down, but now the turn kill comes up by Rubik. The stun connects on 2. There's a blink forward from Quap. He's going to be able to throw it as out, connects. We'll get there, but now Lena is going to start trying to lay in. But with the rest of the returns coming in from TNG, they make it a 4 for 2.
That was a 5-man rotation top. Very well done by TNG. It looked dicey for a moment when even through the shield rune, the Lena was just smacking
The
Quap.
only person not involved in that fight, by the way, and this might, again, once you got to get used to this. This might start sounding like I'm saying the same thing again, but the carry for FSU wasn't there.
Should look to their
He was doing what these sorts of heroes do and turned Dota into a PvE
Oh!
game.
Anti-Mage? Didn't want that farm? Okay, he's going back for it. Okay, there we go. I was getting very worried that he would blue ball me there.
Yeah.
And now it's the first time the two carries are going to be looking at each other, sizing each other up, getting an idea of who's got more farm. At the moment, they are very, very even though. 1 level advantage for Anti-Mage though.
to their bottom tower.
Yeah.
The
And
rest of the
Juggernaut
team of FSU are coming in under the cover of smoke, however, and now Lena's going to be able to throw herself. The stun, he will be able to spin off just before it manages to go off. He should have his ult available if he wants to turn around and try and do something. And now the... Oh boy, the Crystal Maiden comes in to try and save, but now with the Diamond block, there's a return. And they managed to do the good old-fashioned, I guess you might call it the bleach fight. As Rubik finds himself in the unfortunate situation of being last boy left at the dance.
Very good counterspell there from Anti-Mage.
Juggernaut
Perfect
was
time.
unfortunately in a position there where it didn't really have much of a choice. He's got to try and do something, but Red definitely
Tower is in
holding the metal a little bit harder.
Yeah.
There's Venge
Worthy
making a run to secret shop, but TP not coming in fast enough, so he's alright.
Tower has been saved at top for Dire, so if that fight was lost with the Juggernaut going down, where they all TP'd in, that tower was definitely dead. So they still have that control over that side of the map.
One thing I will say is if Lena isn't going, which it looks like she's not, as bottom lane, a big fight is starting to come out. Crystal Maiden managed to get her ult out, does a fair amount of damage around the middle, but yeah, 5 versus 2.
Yeah, TNG's turn to be 5-man TP'd on.
Yep. A fair amount of damage being handed out, but unfortunately no luck. And this anti-mage is starting to get a little bit scary. This game
does have Battle
was
Fury up.
very, very even. And now it's just started to tip down the hill, you gotta say.
Yeah, he does have Battle Fury up now. And that is a 1355 Battle Fury.
With power trades.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. And there is a triple stack for him.
Yeah. And as Deadly gets gone on in the middle lane here, but he will get himself a kill before he goes down. So with the Quap ult. And this is the, I guess you might call it the changeover. As much as it sucks to lane against Lena as Quap, once the laning phase is over and you get that silence up, it's turns, I want to say, turns the other way a little bit. As Anti-Mage is getting himself a second set of triple stack here, and this one is an Ancient.
Very nice. Looking at that net worth just shoot up for him.
Killing spree.
He's going for that 8.
I know! Oh boy. That was tasty. Wish I'd seen all of it.
It looks like that was a Mars ult.
Yeah,
Into
Mars
the
ult,
CM.
Crystal Maiden ult, and a cleanup crew by the
Quap.
swap, yeah.
Dagon did get buffed in the previous patch. Do you think we're going to see any of this?
Nope.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Feels
under
bad, man.
Dire should look to their top tower.
The day Dagon becomes a common item, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. As Juggernaut gets just obliterated in mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower.
The biggest problem with Lena is trying to catch her kills. She kills
There
people
we
so
go.
quickly.
That's the toxicity that I'm looking for. Missed it last game.
Look to their top tower.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah,
Dire's top
at its greatest.
is no.
That Juggernaut just got deleted though.
Yeah, that's what Lena does.
Oh! Oh! Mr. E.T. The absolute audacity of this asshole is, yeah. TNG currently on a bit of a roll.
Well, they are spending time with 4 people down here doing this, so...
Yeah. They're naturally going to get kills anyway. As long as there's nothing too big, as Deadly finds himself in a position to cut off any sort of farm that Quap thought she was going to get. It's like, absolutely not, get back into your box. But now the 2 supports are here from TNG. They're going to try and slow things down a little bit. Rubik's trying to catch up, but now they're under tower and they think a bit better of it. After the last fight, they realized that they will not be afraid to get mass TPs in to go here.
Yeah, Lena did just manage to get her talent for 325 extra health, which is a ridiculous amount on a backline caster, let me tell you.
Yeah. So, this game very much evened up again as far as net worth anyway. More of that being on the supports than anything else. The 3 cores are unbelievably even on TNG at the moment though. As another Mars ult being thrown out now, and they managed to find Deadly. He's the one with all of the net worth at the moment, and there's the silence that we were waiting for. Finally being able to run up by Quap, and Quap gets the kill. That's the kill streak. 450 gold, and then an extra 200 gold to the other 2. Juggernaut currently being hunted around a little bit by this anti-mage, and now with the Crystal Maiden we'll be able to TP in just at the last second. A couple right clicks. Oh no! And just like that, on 2 different parts of the map, the 2 TNG main cores managed to kill each of their counterparts.
60 attack speed slow from the CM ult comes in clutch.
That was very touch and go there. I don't know if he had the blink available. It's a full level blink. I'm almost certain he could have gotten out of there.
Probably, but I mean, you know. Oh, no, Venge, please.
No. Yeah. This is now the Quap game, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Once you sort of get over that peak, he managed to not get completely ground into dust.
Yeah, they kind of need to come up with a plan for this Quap.
So I see he's going for a Kaya. I do wonder if he should maybe reconsider before filling the full Kaya and Sanj. I wonder if it's not worth going back for the Ags before finishing it up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think it's more so that he can stay out on the map, because with the CM aura, he's just never going to run out of mana once he has Kaya.
The Kaya is brilliant. But I'm saying, do you finish the Kaya and Sanj, or do you go back for something else with a little bit more oomph? Because Kaya and Sanj feels a little bit safe, especially in a situation where you're tempo.
He is going to go for the Kaya and Sanj and then go for
I was going
Sheepstick.
Sheepstick after that. Interesting.
The BKB is finished up on the Lina. He's immediately going into Daedalus.
One thing that you got to say though, as far ahead as Deadly has been on this Lina, he was at a point where he was by a long shot on 11k net worth, way out ahead of everybody. And in the last sort of 3-4 minutes, he's only gained 1000 net worth because of a couple of kills.
Yeah, it's also the problem of with Lina, it's an opportunity cost to do anything. If you're going for kills, you're not getting farm. If you're getting farm, you're not getting kills.
Yeah.
So you have to decide which one's more worth it, and if you make the wrong choice,
Oh,
you just...
as in mid, Rubik getting immediately blinked on. He's going to try and bring himself as far away as possible, and he has a blink dagger. Will be able to get himself out of the way a little bit more, and with the Crystal Maiden,
Double TPs,
she's going to be able to slow things down with one more stun. They're slowing it down, and they will be able to get the stun off. There's a silence, but it doesn't matter. Juggernaut's going to jump in, and he's just going to be able to Omni Slash her down. Will he bring her down? He does. Mars blinks in, and with the ult, he's going to be able to slow things down. They split everybody up. Quapple rocking in the background, managed to bring down 2, now 3. Crystal Maiden out going. Will they be able to bring down the 4? And they do. And once again, a beautiful 4 for nothing from TNG. And that is a 5k net worth swing.
That was very, very well done by TNG. On FSU's part, they need to use... That was just a positioning error.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Lina is too used to being top dog in this game, and as I was just saying with that net worth change, she just isn't that far ahead anymore.
Yeah. Now, here's the question. Does FSU realize that they're on the back foot and switch into what I'd consider, with the new map, behind
damage control
mode? Yeah, behind mode, where you immediately reconfigure to a 1-3-1.
Yeah. 3 people holding down as Anti-Mage. They're a little bit out of position here. Goes in on the Crystal Maiden, who's completely alone. I'll take it back. Anti-Mage not out of position. Crystal Maiden, what are you doing?
If you get a couple of good team fights of CM, you occasionally forget that you're playing CM.
Hit once by Anti-Mage and half your health goes away and you go, oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember, I'm playing a range creep.
By the way, I want to ask FSU, because your F looks very much like the P in Periphery. Is it based off of Periphery? My favorite band, by the way, just on a side note. I know it's a bit of a tangent and might be completely out there, but yeah, anyway. It's Queen of Pain.
So...
oh, the Spidey sense is definitely kicking in. There was a big smoke coming in. They were definitely looking for her there. And the scan coming out, but yeah, she was already through the portal.
Are they going to go through the portal?
Oh my, however, they are shaping up to look at Rosh. And now they're all starting to come through this portal. We're going to have ourselves a big old fight coming up here. They're all smoked. They are underwater, as you say. And now Mars, he's going to find himself there, and he will be able to fill up all of them in the fight. And now Venge, she's completely alone in all of this. should be brought down in the background. And now Crystal Maiden will be able to get her ult off, but it only rocks for a few seconds, does a little bit of damage. Now Lena, she's coming in. Omni Slash, completely solo on her with a few more right clicks there. Will be able to bring her down. And now it seems like it should be 1v1 with the anti-mage, but there's a lot more health here. Pop blinks forward. Is very low, needs to be a little bit more careful. The long-range snowball will delay the time, but I think that this Tusk should be the last one to go down in this
It
fight.
happened again.
Rubik almost suffers there. That was a tight fight.
That was very tight. That was just a vision advantage on the side of Dire, though. That ward that saw them all come in through the portal, allowing the Mars to get the beautiful ult. The Lina almost killed the Quap. Managed to finish Chrysalis. Oh, no, she didn't have Chrysalis. She had Maelstrom for her right click damage.
And just looking at the damage done there, as you say, Lena doing a massive amount, but unfortunately they are very well aware that she is target number 1. And yeah, the full Omni Slash rocking 100% on her as they pick themselves up in ages for the Quap.
Yeah, the Lina is out of position in a lot of these fights. They need to find a way to position around her, because she is very mobile, which makes the problem of she's always ahead of everyone, or
Yeah.
in a weird spot because she got there faster than anyone would think.
The Juggernaut's been doing an absolutely great job at singling her out in every fight as well.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Should be able to get themselves this tier 2 for free. There might be a fortification in return. And when I say for free, I'm lying because anti-mage.
Yep. Slaughter is very far behind this Mars. It's not really his fault. He went up against a bit of a harder
Oh
lane.
boy, 5,000 net worth difference between them. That's basically the entire net worth difference of the team. As Quap blinks into a very weird position here. The blink forward will be able to stun off, but the Laguna Blade going onto the spinning Juggernaut. Magic damage now, of course. And
80% instead of 50, yep. 80% magic resistance instead of 50 while he's spinning. In case you guys didn't read the patch notes, don't blame me.
Slaughter looking out, trying to get a bit of a fight, but he is under a ward, and now the whole rest of the team are coming. They still don't know that there's a ward there. So TNG, they can make the decision here now. Oh, there was a nice blink from Slaughter, didn't quite connect on the stun though. Bit of gold being picked up there. They steal the bounty on the way out, and I think that should be the last of that.
Ooh, they do see Quap Snowball coming
Oh,
in.
yeah, they
Her
catch
blink
her. There's
is
a
down.
snowball stun. The light striker wave will be able to slow down, but now that was only the Aegis for now. Once again, a bit of a whiff on the stun coming out from Slaughter, and now the turnaround from Quap will just silences Zelina for now and blinks away. The rest of TNG were on the way in, just in case something a little bit more went out. They do still see the Quap. Slaughter is a little bit thirsty here. You need to be a bit careful here. He blinks in. He will be able to stun up the CM, but it looks like he might be able to just feed himself out there with the silence. A little bit more damage coming. And now the big never stop manages to save the Slaughter. Now the Mars aren't coming out. However, they will be able to snowball, negate a lot of it. Crystal Maiden now going, does a fair amount of damage, but won't last quite long enough. On the back line, Venge will finally tick down to a little bit of burn damage. Lena, she's still relatively healthy, but she needs to be careful here. They are both of their supports down. Anti-Mage turns around. He manages to turn around, and he will be able to just beautifully end the Quap without any notice. Mars turns around, gets a fair amount of damage. Both of them are starting to get very low, but Anti-Mage, he's running away with us at the moment. They do currently have the burn on Mars, but he gets up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And just like that, an instant TP to top lane. They need to be a little bit careful here on Juggernaut. This anti-mage just comes fresh off of a lot of extra damage. He does not have the mana, however, to finish off anti-mage. Ooh!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Anti-mage got anti-maged.
I did see that.
There's a diffusal blade on
Scanning
Juggernaut.
for enemies.
There isn't a diffusal blade on
No!
Juggernaut.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, dear. Never mind. He's just bad.
Oh, you can't say that, Steve.
I'm sorry. He's shit.
Nah,
More
he was
appropriate
feeling it. He was feeling it. The adrenaline
Oh,
was
shit,
pumping
I'm
after the
feeling
last
it.
fight.
Shit, oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
it. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it.
We've all been there.
Yeah, no.
Adrenaline was pumping after the last fight. You feel like you're hot shit. You run into the enemy carry and he teaches you no.
Yeah. Off of the back of that, by the way, he picks himself up a basher, so that those sort of shenanigans are becoming a lot worse. A lot more one-sided, a lot less one-sided. I don't know, you could take your pick, I don't care.
Yeah, a lot of the net worth in the anti-mage wasn't actually turned into an item yet, so that was also a problem with the fight.
Yes, that is unfortunate. By the way, I'm never one to plug, but everybody who wants to consider a follow, please. Anyway, now that shameless little plug in the middle of nowhere is happening, and I've just said uwu, so anyone who had followed is going to unfollow immediately.
Oh, mid.
But like Juggernaut finds himself on the receiving end of the Lina once again.
That was the Daedalus reveal. And they have Corrosive Haze and all the minus armor with the Daedalus finished on the Lina.
Yeah, right click's going to start being really bad as we have a DC. South African Dota.
South African Dota. Yeah, he heard. As our mod just said, he heard the uwu and DC'd immediately. He's like, I refuse to be a part of this.
No. Disconnect. Oh, Torment's currently in the process of being knocked down. Who do we have? We don't have a shard on CM. We don't have a shard on Juggernaut. We have a shard on Quap. Mars has one. Rubik doesn't have one. So it'll probably be the CM or the Rubik then. Well, definitely CM or Rubik.
Yeah. CM shard, you're very happy with.
What is CM
Rubik
shard? Oh, it's the clone, right? Yes.
Yeah. So, with CM shard, she can instantly push out any creep wave because the combo is you run into the middle of them, clone out, and then Q your clone because your Q now does damage to your clone, and then you frostbite the entire creep wave, and you get money.
Cha-ching, please. Holla holla.
That's right. CM can farm. However, if you farm using the shard, your team will be very, very angry with you.
Yes, they will shout at you and you will cry.
So not that much different from being a support normally, I guess.
Is under attack.
As we have a bit of a push coming out in mid lane. Dispersive finished on anti-mage.
Dire's middle tower is no more.
Lena's preemptively popping that shield rune, getting ready for this fight in mid.
Is under attack.
I don't know about Disperser on anti-mage. It's a very interesting build. It has been newly buffed, so we'll see if it pans out for him.
You can't have enough dispel. But on that note, there really isn't that much to dispel, to be fair, from the side of TNG. As they get themselves another kid. Yeah, but he's already got the Manta style as well, so...
Stolen Corrosive Haze.
You're clutching a bit now.
Tier 3 token on the Antimage. What does he get? He gets Vindicator's Axe.
Okay. I know.
Well, I mean, it's actually very, very useful.
I suppose with the Juggernaut attacking him in the few times he's out, as the
bashes
smoke
him, he gets
finally
20
pops
Ooh.
on the Lina, they're going to try and go straight in immediately, but the Lina does so much damage now. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, it's just the worst. As Mars finds himself up shit creek without a paddle. Chris the Maiden blinks in to try and save, but there's a fair amount of damage being put out now. But oh no, the snowball saves the lead at the last second, and there comes the Walrus Punch, and they're going to be able to steal. Now Rubik did steal the Laguna Blade, however, it didn't do enough. And all of a sudden, we find ourselves in a situation where it's a 3-0 from TNG, who've been looking so good up until now in team fight positions.
Yeah, what happened there was the Lina Laguna bladed the spinning Juggernaut again, and the Quap, seeing that, went, oh yeah, I can do that too, and screamed over the snowball.
Watch this! Oh boy, bit of a blink forward there. Was Otto, was Tato, whatever, trying to do, but they're going to get themselves a tier 3 for free. Ranger X on the way down. Bench will swap out the Juggernaut at the last second. What are they able to do? Yes, they do. There's lots of damage in the middle of that team if you get caught out of position. And
Juggernaut doesn't have buyback.
follow up, they're going to be able to finish off that rack. Venge making a bit of a motion towards top lane, decides better about it halfway there. He goes, oh wait, hold on, I'm the top position. But it doesn't matter. Slaughter turning around and absolutely murdering. Manages to get both those supports down for almost nothing. Now Mars is going to be left alone, almost completely alone. That's a follow-up on what happened in their last team fight. Ultra kill by the anti-mage, by the way, so that's fun.
By the Lena.
That's
By the Lena.
Yeah, Lena. That's what I meant.
This is what happens with Lena, by the way. You just get Daedalus, and then until the enemy team realizes you have Daedalus, you become a god.
Yeah.
Antimage, what are you doing?
Anti-mage things being a pain.
Just existing in a weird spot.
This man is currently doing what you might call mental damage.
Psychological warfare specialist.
Fuel for
Yeah.
my fire.
I don't know if he has mental damage, but he's definitely dealing it.
This Mars is shocking around looking for where the Antimage went, picked the wrong spot, while the Antimage was busy taking the stacks that they prepared for the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Antimage, I know
fairly
I
normal.
know you're ahead, my man, but
Yeah, he's got to be
This
very
is a
careful.
bit
He does have
dodgy.
the double dispel, so there's a fair amount that he can use to get away. But he is running up this lane alone, though. They are looking for it and considering jumping in by the looks of it, but I don't think they have what it takes for it. Slaughter's now here, and he's a lot tankier than he was about 10 minutes ago. He went from really struggling in this game, and he has 3,000 health with a Bracer, BKB, and Echo Saber. That's a thing.
he gets 325 health from his level 15. fellow.
Anti-Mage hasn't respawned yet. He is going to be 30 seconds. So, I don't know if they're going to hang around in this this area or if they're going to be moving out. No, it looks like they're not going to quite have the patience to put up with that.
For enemies.
Okay, Steve. I'm staging an intervention. We need to talk about your anti-mage addiction, man. That is the third time this game you've called it anti-mage, someone who was an anti-mage anti-mage.
Oh! It happens.
I'm banning you from playing anti-mage until you sorted yourself out now.
Oh no,
care
they're going
about
to
you.
snowball, blink
Snowball
40,
coming
just
in.
as kill something done. But now with a bit of help from the Crystal Maiden, they're going to be able to save a little bit of time. Now comes the Viewing Blade with a little bit of right clicks, they will be able to bring him down. I say a little bit, and it's a lot. And now the Crystal Maiden will follow next. There is the Corrosive Haze currently down on the Rubik, and he manages to just about blink away at the last second.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
This
Yeah,
is
with
starting to
those
look
two-
very dire.
I'm not dignifying
Juggernaut,
that with well,
Juggernaut finds himself in an unfortunate
Oh,
position and
God.
immediately gets clapped. And I think that's game.
Yeah, this is probably game. Quap and the Juggernaut are up. I'm not sure what they can do about this. They might be waiting for the CM. Those are lots of tips coming out for the Juggernaut.
Yeah. I think he's just happy that he's getting free third plus points out of all of this.
Tower is under attack.
I wouldn't count on that.
Dire's tower is under attack.
As we all know, every single POS 1 suffers from what we might call the Arteezy syndrome.
Yeah.
Tower has fallen.
Minus 50 resistance to being tilted.
I was going to say they need to protract that at all times.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. The Radiant now have mega troops.
So, just
So-
like that, there's a mega creep. Silence coming out. Quap's trying to get something back there, but this is exactly what I was worried would happen with the Quap. She went Silence, and it looks like they should be able to bring themselves this Venge. So they get something for their efforts. But this is exactly what I was worried about when I saw that she was lining up the Sunj and Kaya. Is the Sunj is finished, and it's like, great, you live longer, now what?
Yeah, not doing much with all your cooldowns because now instead of having constant area damage with the Ags,
Yeah.
all your area damage is on the Scream, and if you whiff the Scream, well, there's not much else you're doing in fights.
It's a good thing this Quap player never whips the screen. Except for those 3 times.
That wasn't 3, come on.
Scanning for enemies.
At least twice. But,
I know you're angry, you haven't been playing, but
TNG.
oh,
Oh!
Laguna Blade a creep.
That was a creep. Doesn't matter. killed the Jug. No, not quite. Okay, as the Slaughter blinks and manages to correct the damage. The ball get a kill down in the way. There's a beautiful screen crop. And the Juggernaut blinking around in the middle of everybody with his ult. They're going to try and bring down this Lina, but unfortunately, nope. Yep, she has the cheese. Goes straight back to full ult. Anti-Mage has arrived, and he has decided that there is no more fun in this game.
Magic thyself
The
out of
minus
that.
armor just stacking with the Lina again. Oh, the humanity. Oh, she has Satanic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 25k net worth lead. They're still in this, boys.
Theoretically speaking, how do you spell GG?
We're about to find out.
There we go. Well, a beautiful backward and forward game that has to be said for the most part until TNG just sort of fell over.
Yeah, they were slowly bringing the game back, but unfortunately there was a sort of snowball effect.
Oh
with
yeah?
The Tusk team.
Oh yeah?
Where
Yeah.
as soon
It came out of nowhere like a bolt of lightning.
Yes. Almost as if they were stunned by
Yes.
the light shining off from FSU.
And
But,
unfortunately, their vengeful attitudes weren't enough to win them this game.
okay, enough puns. So that one team fight sort of just because the Anti-Mage and the Lina got so much from it,
Yeah.
you could just see they
Yeah,
just started.
it was unfortunate.
shooting
Yeah,
off the head.
Anti-Mage just got so far ahead so quickly. You can have literally, you can see it on the graph after that one fight. You know, they were always ahead, those two, and then that one fight just unfortunately leveled them completely at about the 28-minute mark.
Yeah. It looks like that disperser build on the Anti-Mage actually works out very
And
well.
very abusive, yes. When the fights start to break open a little bit more like that, being able to chase people down. However, yeah, I'm not a goldfish, and now you do remember my man of the match is Mars. Yep, for his beautiful comment that he made at the beginning. The worst part is I can't even remember what the comment was.
Oh yes, he was talking about goth girlfriend edging.
That's right, that's right, that's right. Nothing quite like a bit of goth girlfriend aging.
Yeah, I do want to point out that the old adage definitely stayed true. Support sad at end of game.
Yes.
8,500 on the CM, 10,000 on the bench.
Yeah,
Literally
there was a
only has 8
lot of
events.
support brutality going on in that game.